Hey there, YTPC. Michelle Baruch coming at you from the smoking lounge here in Wisconsin. Hope you guys are doing well and surviving captivity. Those of you who are sequestered at home, I hope you're surviving well, especially if you have kids and you're trying to work or study or anything like that, because that's a challenge. I myself, both fortunately and unfortunately, am considered an essential caregiver since I work at a nursing home, and specifically my task is to maintain the psychosocial well-being of my residents. Luckily for me, I live pretty close to where I work. So it's not that big a deal, but I do obviously have to provide childcare and have been balancing how to do that with my ex. I think we're doing a pretty good job so far, but you know, it's an evolving situation, and I hope you guys are making it through pretty well. Oh, I don't know if you can see, there's some green shoots coming up there. It's going to start turning green behind me in my videos soon. So before I start talking about the tobacco, this is a run on a pipe that's brand new to me. I got it in a mail call not that long ago and have not smoked it up until today. I've been saving it to show you guys. Look at the amazing grain. It's a Chacombe from St. Claude, France. It's the same shape as one of the first pipes I ever bought, which also was a French-made Algerian briar. I've just always loved this simple straight billiard style with the sort of saddle bit there. This one, though, between the red grain and the paneling, I just thought it was beautiful. So there you go. And I will be reviewing some Blockade runner from Cornell and Diehl. I've actually had this in my cellar for a while now, since 2018. I actually know exactly where I bought this. This was not an internet purchase. This was bought at the Abbey in Nashville. I guess technically that was probably Franklin, but the Nashville area. When we had a little bit of a pipe meetup, October, not that just happened, but October a year and a half ago. And of course I wanted to make sure I made it worth the Abbey's while having us come in. Bought a few things. So, as many of you have probably noticed, I'm not super partial to Virginias. I don't dislike them. They're just not necessarily my jam. But this is really good. This is a Navy Cavendish. It's stoved Virginias and golden Virginias. And then soaked in rum for 7 days. And I'm going to put this down just for a second. Despite that, the crumble cake, the plug, is actually pretty dry. And I did a little reading on it. That's a standard thing. It's not just because it's aged. There you go. It's nice. There's a diffused lighting today. You can actually kind of see, or I can see, what I'm showing you. Beautiful. Tore off a bit, obviously. Beautiful Virginias going on there. Lovely crumble cake. But here's the thing. Oh, you can smell that rum. In fact, when I popped the tin, immediately that that hiss that you get when the vacuum, when the pressure equalizes, the whole room just filled with this beautiful rum smell. And it's pretty much Goldilocks out of the tin as far as dryness, though if it starts that way, I do of course wonder how it's going to be after a little while. It might end up being a little bit dry. So do what you got to do to ensure the proper moisture level of your tobacco there. Have yet to have to relight it. It lit right away. Luxurious smoke. It's very pleasant. So I kind of expected a little more of a Virginia experience from this. It isn't so much hay or earth. Well, a little earth. But it's actually a lot spicier than I expected. It's a little bit piquant. Like some baking spice. I haven't seen any reference to it, but I wonder if it's a spiced rum that they soak it in. 'Cause I would almost say there's just a hint of cinnamon there. And I would say it's a little tart, little citrusy tart. But it's not mulchy, that sort of Virginia. I would almost swear there was just a little perique in here, except that's just from the spice level. It doesn't have that like fig currant kind of fruitiness to it. It's smoking nicely to a nice gray ash. I am drinking a little Cabin Fever by New Glarus. This is one of those only in Wisconsin beers, so I hope I'm not teasing you. I hope I'm making you want to come here. But that's a good pairing. So obviously I chose this because of what's going on in the world right now. A lot of you are kind of sequestered at home, and Cabin Fever seemed like the beer to get. Okay, I think I actually let it go out. So anyway, I just hope you're well. I wanted to do a video. I kind of haven't had a great deal of free time to make videos, and I did today, and I was very excited to kind of run home and make a video really quick and say hi and tell you that I'm thinking about a lot of you that I interact with, and I hope you're really well. I hope you're safe. Take care of yourself. Use this as an excuse to do the things that you've wanted to do for yourself and just haven't had the time. Read that book you've been wanting to read, or 12. I myself have cleaned out my fridge and done some things like that. I did a bunch of laundry, the non-essential laundry that I've been putting off because I've just been washing my son's clothes and my work clothes really for the last while. In some ways, this kind of thing is nice. It's going to last a long time though, so I probably won't feel that way very soon. Anyway, stay safe, stay well, stay smoky. I'm going to light this back up. Sei gesund.